接下来邀请现场球迷朋友、应援军一同将目光移向大荧幕，一同欣赏台钢猎鹰年度形象影片。
部分，今年赛季正式的告一段落了。对，五毛也落下了男儿泪。
为什么低头？
我想这就是所有人成长的一部分。
因为真的就差一点点。
所有的球员一定会有所成长。
是不是可以再用力一点，再专注一点，
再快一点，再准一点，
再跳得高一点，再团结一点，再拼命一点。
We give you everything. So what's next?
“各位现场所有应援军球迷朋友们，大家晚安，大家好。好的，再次欢迎大家来到我们国立成功大学中正堂，我们台钢猎鹰的主场。我是今日的应援团长博成。好，本周的主题呢，一样是我们爱的应援线，而今天是我们爱的应援线主题日的最后一天，一样邀请各位在我们主场抓住幸福。那历经了我们上周的背靠背的2连战哦，我们男人不仅战胜了联盟龙头，从领航员手中拿下本季对战他们的第1胜，也在第2天的赛事中呢，从富邦勇士中手中呢取下了主场的4连胜。所以呢，各位，今天所有现场的球迷朋友以及我们线上的球迷朋友都非常重要，希望大家一起来帮台钢猎鹰加油，拿下我们主场的5连胜，立功好吗？那得丢啊！哦，不只是我们现场的朋友，我们线上的朋友呢，也需要你的集气哈，在家里一起把双手举起来，把元气弹借给我们台钢猎鹰哈。好的，那今天的主场气势呢，一样需要大家一起来支持，就举起你们手中的加油道具，有喉咙的迈开喉咙，大力的嘶吼；有拍拍扇、有加油棒的，也帮我用力的敲起来，让我听见我们应援军最团结的声响，一起把3连战的最后1役守护下来哦。好，接下来要来为各位介绍今日来访做客的新竹洋基工程球员名单。客队新竹洋基工程，背号0号叶维杰，4号江家乐，5号李汉生，7号阿拉萨，13号高伟伦，15号林志伟。21号吕冠廷，27号张镇雅，37号马克思，66号戴维斯，94号乔治金。接下来为各位介绍新竹洋基工程先发5人名单：背号9号庄朝胜，28号陈玉瑞，35号柯瓦龙，49号库布萨斯，77号张博维。总经理钱伟成，总教练李义华，助理教练蔡耀勋、纳基斯、防护员徐浩、陈冠伦，体能训练师包俊兴。再次用掌声欢迎来访客队新竹洋基工程。期待已久、任性太久的男人们，在介绍地主台钢猎鹰登场之前，再次邀请大家将目光移向大荧幕。
Why they be down the boy? Tell them it's part of the plan. I'm just the underdog feeding them slaps. The gains in the palm of my hand. Whoa, they want me to fail. This is personal. They sleeping on me. This is perjury. You nothing nobody is hurting. You gotta got the prep beat for the surgery. They ain't gotta gas me up. Do it myself. I'm drilling it. How many times did they pass me up? I'm cool. Can't walk on my shoes. I'm kicking it. Wanna jump in 'cause they see that it's sparking. Throw from the L's. They see wins on the surface. Flaunting my wins. I do it on purpose. Playing with you. Take you guys to the circus.
音速来袭 ，Are you ready？
Why
最热情掌声，欢迎 Wingstars。 展翅翱翔，撼动浮沉，这里是我们的主场，我们的家。现在就用最热情的欢呼声欢迎地主，你们的抬杠猎鹰！首先进场的犹如冷箭般的3分，强毅的防守，背号1号猎鹰牧羊人王绿翔。 破茧而出，背号2号，精灵控卫张志豪。Catch and shoot, smooth like butter, number 7，背号7号，华裔射手Ethan钟义人。精准的英雄狙击手，背号8号。 李允杰，Not in my house, number 10，背号10号，钢铁长城 Daniel 丹尼尔。能里能外，背号13号，抬杠魔兽谢宗荣。弹无虚发，他是背号15号，猎鹰星星林宇谦。接下来这位，他不是别人，就是我们的钢铁英雄，背号23号，陈凡博彦。Number 29，背号29号，节奏魔法师 Toby 多平。Starting five， 接下来为各位介绍台南抬杠猎鹰先发5人名单。第一位，我们场上的指挥官，背号3号，音速小子古毛维嘉。Hustle every day， 背号4号，微笑刺客 Demon。毫不畏惧，新生代的硬汉，背号6号，蒙古超跑白萨。古都巨塔 Number 12， 背号12号，贝纳斯。最后登场这位是我们球队沉稳的力量，背号24号，抬杠奶爸队长郭少杰。总经理王成伟，总教练柯纳，助理教练祥安、柯石、邱品源，保护师黄奇俊、杨俊祥、徐子轩，训练师徐子轩，体能训练师郭涵博，球队管理徐英哲。现场所有音乐军再次用最热情的欢呼声欢迎地主抬杠猎。 我们场边接下来也要来进行第2阶段的应援教学喽。那接下来我们将从进攻加油、防守开始教起哈。首先要带给大家的就是我们的进攻的呼喊口号啦。待会请大家跟着我们一起喊出抬杠拍拍猎鹰拍拍，好，拍拍不用喊的，拍拍用拍的。OK， 好，准备好，全场我们跟着音乐来试一次喽。猎鹰抬杠。 猎鹰换你们，拍拍，最后一次抬杠，猎鹰。所以哦，我们2楼朋友给自己一个掌声哦，谢谢你们。好 ，Wins 一样哦。待会有看到我们这个在你们面前的球迷朋友比较害羞的，好，帮我鼓励他们一起大声喊出来哦。好，接下来呢要来带给大家的就是我们的加油应援了。 邀请大家跟着我们一起喊出 "Let's go 猎鹰拍拍拍拍拍"，好，拍5下后，好，跟着音乐试一次哦。拍拍拍拍拍 ，Let's go 猎鹰 ，Let's go 猎鹰，最后一次 Let's go 猎鹰。所以啦，哦，我们这个节奏非常的轻快哦。 真的不仅是朗朗上口，拍起来也是非常顺手，连我们的工作人员也跟着一起加入应援行列，谢谢你们啊！好，接下来呢，最后要带给大家的就是我们的防守应援教学。你那秋干是华裔啦。好了，我们防守应援教学呢，好，防守应援教学呢，邀请大家跟着我们一起哈，待会喊出防守的时候拍手2下哈，有加油棒，有这个拍拍扇的，跟着节奏一起拍手哦，一起来。
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, seniors and youth. Welcome to the Sanjai, the 4th Plus League Tuesday night basketball game of the season. It's the Yankey ARK in town against the TSG Ghosthawks from the campus of National Tungong University. There's the current standings of the Plus League regular season with the Ghosthawks a 2.5 game advantage over the 3rd place Braves. The Ghosthawks currently riding a 4-game home winning streak, which is something they never did last season, their first year here at Tungong University. On the Mandarin broadcast, it's Aaron, back from his travels, Yang Zhenlei, and Formosa Television's very own Cai Qingjing. 球迷朋友们，你找到官方的英文转播。 要听郑磊跟秦景的讲评，当然就按照中文的连接。谢谢你收看，记得我们 Plus 的转播都要帮我们按赞。Well, the Ghosthawks have played 2 games over the weekend. This is their 3rd in 4 nights, so it's quite a heavy workload. On the other side, the Yankey ARK have had 16 days to prepare for this game, and perhaps a little bit something else for the weekend where they will play 3 games in 4 nights. On screen is Jimmy Shizong, who had a career-high 16 points against his former team in the Braves in the Ghosthawks victory on Sunday. It was the Ghosthawks' rubber match, in a sense, as they now move to 3 wins, 2 losses against the rivals who presumably will face it off in the first round of the playoffs unless something gets really wonky with the Pilots getting pulled down. Well, there's a drama going on early in the game as just 90 seconds in, Archie Goodwin and Baisa got into a shoving match. 3 unsportsmanlikes were called in that sequence, and after another actual foul by Baisa, and then a called offensive foul against Goodwin. That was the most contentious back and forth. So some of the top scorers against the Ghosthawks include Goodwin on 25 points, but only on 29% shooting. Mbaye 17 points on 35% shooting. And Alec Brown only on 33%. These are stats from the weekend. So it's a credit to the Ghosthawks for making it really tough to score on the opponent's horses. It'll be an interesting challenge in this game, as the ARK actually will debut a new import in place of their point guard. They were previously led by Lauren Jackson, who leads the team with 269 minutes played, points, assists, and 3-point serves as well. So in his place, it is Artem Kovalov, a 202-centimeter forward. He can play 3, 4, or 5. They also announced in the same post that their new international student, Jamarcus Meridi, not active for tonight, but perhaps could be in place of Jackson at the point guard position. Kovalov has got a variety of offensive skills. Can shoot the 3. He's a lefty. He loves the left hook. He's a pretty good athlete. Though he is now in the Plus League, where, at least from the film studies I was able to do, he's going up against much taller, much more physical players coming up, as opposed to his last stint in Indonesia. The ARK, an expansion team, still searching for their first victory of the season, have only played 2 home games, and therefore they are 0-5 on the road. And their biggest problem is defense. They're a league worst in a lot of categories, as will perhaps break open in the game. The Ghosthawks against the ARK have already had 3 wins, no losses. Things started back on December 20th, right here at the home of the Ghosthawks, 102-90. It was really one of the ARK's best games of the season, and still losing by 12. It was the only home game that the Ghosthawks shot less than 25% from 3-point range, and that's kind of the key, or I guess one side of the coin, as the ARK give up a lot of points in the paint. Their perimeter defense is very poor, allowing a lot of drivers. That mark is 50 points per game, whereas the Plus League average is 41.7. And on the other side, that means they give up also the most 3-pointers, which is unimaginable to be so leaky on both sides. Wang Litang, Yulong, and Zhang Weijun, or Zhang Junyao, excuse me, will be the official tonight. Kovalov, Kupsas will be the imports for the ARK, next to Weber, Zhangboy, Ray, Tony Ray, and making his Plus League career first start is Zhang Taosa at number 9. Little change to the Ghosthawks starting 5. In numerical order, their point guard, Gumal Weijia, Damon Brooks, Baisa from Mongolia, Visiones, and Guo Shaojie. Immediately, Kovalov attacking the basket, but denied. Early whistle. The Ghosthawks will be wearing their maroon kit, the ARK in white. For the foul is Baisa. An extension in 2023 as Kovlov's jump shot no, and poked off the ball, but it will stay with White. Kupsas is often the focal point of the ARK's offense. A lot of post-up opportunities. Quickly Weber on the catch, trying to thread it and intercepted. ARK all matched up across the board. As Terry gambles, now the ARK have to scramble defensively. Down low to Brooks, seeing a lot of attention. Swung around, Ghosthawks is blocked. 3 seconds left, they're just trying to put a move on former teammate. Lucianis takes the 3 and airballs it in a shot clock violation. Looking at my stat sheet, that is Benas's first 3-point attempt. It was a lead from beyond the arc. Zhuang Taosen is out of Zhenzi University in Taipei. As a second-year pro. Tovlov free and able to get the lay-in. Freed up by a cross screen. Kupsas at the high post. Ball screen, Greasian reaching, and it could not flip it into the cup as deep pass. Kovlov thinking there was contact and does get the whistle. ARK playing with good pace, pushing it up. First free throw rolls out. Kovlov, a Ukrainian national team player, featuring a very narrow stance. Ball popped up, saved inbounds by Brooks. Trying to loop it, Griciano's taking the contact, and we'll have to earn it from the line. Wraparound pass by Baisa. Assist with a made free throw. Ghosthawks early on are trying to get the ARK bigs involved. Chenas sinks the first. Lucianis, 11 points, nearly 10 rebounds a game. A lot of those on the offensive end. He's got a very good nose for rebounding. A little soft pressure from the Ghosthawks as the ARK get across the timeline, now facing the 2-3 defense. Kovlov, easy flip, and Kupsas with a two-handed dunk. Bumal will try to answer back. He's been a great three-point shooter this homestand as Brooks from around the free throw area. Ghosthawks immediately back to man defense. As Kovlov screens as Kupsas start to hand off to Tony Ray. Knocked off the ball. That is the Ghosthawks' third team foul. Early on the season, the ARK featured a lot of their first overall pick rookie Warren Yeoechi. Not starting tonight. Zhuang Taosen cashes it from the left corner. His first score of the Plus League season. His Plus League season. Going under on screens, but now in a bind as Bumal receives it back. Grisionis screens with pace. Baisa's got a corner shot. A little strong, and there's Benas right away. Whistle stops the action. Let's take another look. Just a simple handoff. Gumal Weijia charging the wrong way. Baseline out of bounds. Campbell on the steal, leaving Baisa open. He takes another three. Picked, and there's Gumal Weijia taking it all the way. They didn't have many battles in college. Gumal Weijia out of Jianxing, a little bit more senior than Zhang Haosen. They want to post up for Weber as the ball is kicked. Neither team looking to substitute yet. Zhang Haosen keep his weight high, and so Gumal was able to maneuver around him for the pick. Cross screen, Kupsas, 2 feet in the paint, spins the right hook, flushes. The ARK hanging on to this early lead. They got a lot of work to do here on the road. Now it's Brooks' turn. He reaches underneath and gets the lay-in. I say many times, Damon Brooks is a highly efficient scorer when he's close to the basket, despite being just about 6'7" on the player bio. Weber on the curl, trying to step through, and unlucky with the bounce. Deep pass, but hit to the scorer's table. Tang Ray playing on that back line as Baisa is out. Wang Yuxiang is in. He started Saturday's game, but immediately on the first Pilots offensive play got backdoored and was swiftly taken out. But he's played a big role with the Ghosthawks. First year with the new team. Gumal flips it up, and it will get the bounce. I don't think Grisionis touched it. The Ghosthawks take their first early lead as Gumal bumps his way into the team's 4th foul. Not that smart. I understand he's trying to apply pressure on his young counterpart. His second personal foul. Early rotation minutes for a couple of the backups. Number 2 for the Ghosthawks, Zhang Zihao is guarding Li Hansen. Li Hansen, a free agent pickup, goes by the English name Eason. Directing traffic. He's had to deal with an injury that's kept him out for a few games. Driving kick. His attempt is a little off the mark. So after we return from the break, it will be Yankey ARK ball out of the baseline. Trying to sour the Ghosthawks homestand, their 3rd game in 4 nights.
准备好了，哎呦，又是我们的莹莹啊！营长 ，Hello， 可以跟你牵起我们同心之爱吗？好，这边，耶，谢谢你没有拒绝我，感谢你。好，我们现场的其他朋友 ，Hello， 你们好。哎，不用害羞，姻缘线赶快把握起来。非常可爱哦。好，各位看到我们现场台钢天鹰的球员也来到现场了，掌声给到台钢天鹰的球员们，欢 it up, Rick and Maya. Maya, let's go, let's go. 好，我们的彭浩明也在现场哦。
Their theme for the
好嘞
Ghosthawks homestand,
加油喽
the 音源线. Something lovey-dovey that I'm sure our comment section could translate much better than me. Baseline of bounds. Ghosthawks off to the right. Decent fouls. Zhang Zihao bringing the ball up. The Ghosthawks took 26 games, but earlier in the calendar, January 21st, to build that initial 2.5 game lead over the Braves. We got it back a few weeks later, but eventually surrendering it on March 25th, game 39 of 48 of the regular season. Brooks going to the baseline, and an easy push shot for our Shin Tongxue, Kovalov. Brooks a perfect 3 for 3 as ARK couldn't get the threaded pass, and look out, it's a turnover. This time Brooks from the other block. The ARK are first in the league, 15 minutes. Ball slips as Grisiones was knocked down. And after a couple of possessions, the ARK will size up. George King and Alasang Ju will come in. Brooks catch and shoot out of the baseline. Being pressured from the rim, holding off his opponent, trying to loft a pass, and it's another ARK turnover. Already their 4th in the game, only halfway through the first quarter. Zhang Zihao spin move into some space, the fading jumper, not quite, as Grisiones got a board, but could not put it back through. Lewis trying to chase King as Kupsas rifles it around. However, off target, and Grisiones giving the referee a piece of his mind. One of the tricky things about basketball players having frustrations with officials is that is not the primary area of the referee on the other side when Grisiones felt like he was fouled. Changes for the Ghosthawks. They should be rotating plenty. They have a deep team and they have to fight off this fatigue. Tobin Carberry featured on screen on the block. Jimmy Xie Zhongrong and Chen Fanboye. Many former Braves out there. Hidalgus Kupsas. This is on second-year Galway Luen. And both teams in the penalty. Right away, fresh in the game. Carberry with a chance at the line. 26 minutes per game is a 16 points per game scorer. Rare 0 for 2 as Xie Zhongrong causes the rebound to go for red. Carberry's catch and shoot opportunity too deep as Phil gets the long board. Now taking the deep three. The man ahead is King. The left hand stuffs it. Definitely word from Chen about a possible foul on his jumper. That's why there was nobody back to guard King, who contested the shot as we were going the other way. Shizono with an illegal screen. Passes, screens away. Now on the curl, working with Alasan on the two-man. The slip wasn't there. Kupsas, errant pass. And Galwayland taking a tumble. Ghosthawks gets the roll for a three. Ghosthawks this year a 30% three-point shooter. With a quick trap against King, and now they're trying to target Eason. He skips the pass from about 8 feet, putting it through, and we are tied at 15 all. Spread out wide, a moderated horn set as Jimmy will fire the three. It was way short. Massive calling a set as it's horns. Serena Hannah for King, utilizing Kupsas all the way around the world. A bad pass, but White hangs on. 4 seconds on the clock. Back and a beautiful dime. Galwayland to Kupsas, slamming it through the rim. See a lot of patience from the ARK's film study, but they're demonstrating it here. Hammer pass. Now Carberry trying to shake free. Shoot from the corner and a rebounding foul. Lucionis trying to run into the advantageous position and was bumped. As it was a loose ball foul, that would mean free throws. Actually, no, Grisionis was already in position. King knocked him over. Kovalov is back in. Part of the Ghosthawks Braves game, which nearly was a record breaker. There was 76 free throws between the two teams. The Braves 45 attempts, one shy of their own plus league record. After the make, Grisionis will take a break. Brooks and Lewis will take the floor. Student. Time running down. Kovalov will take the deep three. And long threes mean long rebounds. Seconds left in the first. Eason lost the pass. And a whistle as Kovalov trying to make a move on Brooks. On Shizono for the reach. Or mistake. Sokolov after an 0 for 2 first stint at the line. Rattles in the first. He played all over the map. And a loud doink. Ghosthawks counter with a horn set, kick ball. Ollie Daniel in for Jimmy. Short stint, short rotations for the Ghosthawks. Again, playing 3 games in 4 nights. Still left wide open, and it's a clank as Little Lou rebound, but blocked. Kovlov trying to get control of it, taking on Brooks. They say clean defense. Carberry stuck. We'll get a reset. The elbow jumper coming up, and no good. Still Ghosthawks ball. The Arks have major trouble rebounding without Kupsas in there. Maybe this will change things. Quincy Davis. Come in and guard Ollie Daniel. Longer shot from the corner. Over to Carberry from the jump circle, trying to speed around King. He's got an angle as the ball falls down, and King might have slipped on the wet floor. Big spot where the floor attended to attend to. Under a minute. It's a low-scoring affair. Ray maneuvering around the ball screen, trying to rifle a pass as they're going for the ball, and a foul is called. I think the Ghosthawks are happy about the whistle. The Hansen. They already whistled a foul, and the 3 referees will have a meeting. As you see, maybe Brooks had his hand in it, as maybe you could say it's a belated call, because the initial contact to throw Carberry off his balance came here, and the referee kind of waited until they dove on the floor. Now, it's not unreasonable to have a delayed whistle here, because maybe if Carberry maintains his balance, he can pick up the ball and run down for a fast break score, and the offense wouldn't want the stoppage. But given that he fell down, and it could have been a jump off situation.
It's loose ball, right? He doesn't have to have control. It's loose ball foul.
I think you might have heard corner make a good observation is Carberry doesn't actually have the ball, that still could be considered a loose ball foul. They're doubling Carberry as Phil catches it, but it's pressure. Handoff, they're looking for Brooks. Sees a lot of hands, takes a tough fadeaway. And there's Quincy Davis with the board, and now with some open floor. One last possession for the ARK. Eason losing the dribble, now maneuvering. Floating up the layup, and will not get it as Ollie Daniel tugs it down. 19 for the Ghosthawks, 18 for the Yankee ARK. A low-scoring battle here from Tainan. It's time for us to step aside and take a break with the first quarter now in the books.
着你，总是不在教室里。黑板上每个数字都变成你的眼睛，在生气，在着急，所有感情牵着你，不愿意失去共同的光阴。10分钟的恋爱虽然有一点短暂，你的笑填满我心中所有的遗憾。10分钟的感情，我将全部属于你，多希望能够永远不分离。
掌声给到 Wing Stars。好的，再次提醒现场的音乐军球迷朋友，只要在比赛过程中把你的热情拿出来，为台钢猎鹰加油，就有机会拿到团长手中的应援小卡哦。好嘞，在第2节比赛开始之前，全场一起来帮台钢加油！台钢加油，猎鹰加油，全场一起来！
Thank you for tuning into this Plus League's Tuesday night basketball game. If you're watching on the Plus League YouTube channel, we appreciate your like. In the pink sneakers is Ethan Dong inbounding the ball as the Ghosthawks have it first. Ali Daniel screens, Carberry off the blue ball. ARK, a kind of rangy man defense, crashing Gumal Weija, who sinks the 3 and the bonus. The ARK in the first quarter shoot 1 for 5, but the Ghosthawks 1 for 12. Well, how about and the free throw as well. Weija's claim of the Player of the Week follows Damon Brooks, who won it in Week 14. The first local for the Ghosthawks, that is. Takeaway for the Ghosthawks, trying to build on this 5-point lead. Carberry sees a lane, jump stop, and an inside right-handed lay-in. A beauty. A lot of Lee Hassan running the point. Pavlov out to King. Sees 2 defenders. Pavlov running hook. Davis in the mid. And still Red comes away with the basketball. They're looking for Brooks on Pavlov. Baseline spin. He was stopped. Ray with the board, charging ahead, and losing it out of bounds on the tumble. Well, Li Yihua, or Guangge of the ARK, has seen enough. He's called a timeout. A minute and a half into this second quarter. Team with many giveaways and not a lot of scores. We have the following messages for you, and we'll return to the action after this.
Nice， 我们再来一次。Let's go， 猎鹰准备。Let's go， 猎鹰 ，Let's go！ 哎，这边的朋友，手机给我好吗 ？Let's go， 猎鹰 ，Let's go！
才看球场手感火烫，给你飞跃绽放光芒，从不畏惧眼前阻挡，胜利到处创造辉煌。
Let's go， 猎鹰 ，Let's go！
给你飞跃绽放光芒，
右手
，Let's go， 猎鹰 ，Let's go！ 胜利到处创造辉煌。
a look at some of the faces in the stands here at National Temple University's gymnasium, home to the TSG Ghosthawks. We'll resume play here in the second quarter. The ARK have had 2 turnovers and 1 field goal attempt. What you want out of your offense. Jamal on the curl. Out to Ethan, his catch and shoot. And a ball out of bounds to our stadium workers on the side. A stop for the ARK as Chen is back in the run point. Goes by the English name Bilby. And got a piece of it, forcing Ghosthawks to put it on the ground. The player goes down, have Kavalov ricks it. They say a white ball. Was the former general manager of the Ghosthawks. Rifle pass with the Weber catching on a bounce. Double team going the other way. Wide open. Chen beating the shot clock. Not a true shooting attempt. That time the Ghosthawks were double teaming on every post up, left and right. Surprising the defense, putting it off the glass and in. Slowly and surely building up to a double-digit lead for the Ghosthawks. ARK need to have a response to help scoreless here as handsy foul. Brooks' second personal as Bill will check in, get another look. Even using the inside right hand, Kumal Weijia able to put it in without a good contest. Here comes the double again. Ghosthawks dribbles out, skip pass, Kovalov need to hit it. Oh, halfway down and out. ARK stuck at their 1 3-point made, and they really need to get that side of things going. Here we see 1 for 8. Down low to Phil, tough fadeaway. And another offensive board. How about Ethan from the street there? Brooks, look out. Almost dumped it back in, and slippery spot on the floor. A little alley-oop, and that one rolls off. Jamal will slow things down. A little frenetic action there. Kick, the driving kick. His runner's off. Get some momentum, and they will whistle a interference or a goaltending. Finally, the ARK on the scoreboard as now the Ghosthawks will elect to call a timeout. There's the attorney right on the screen to take out Brooks. And good call by the officials. It hits the backboard. A chance to go on the rim.
So we have to create the advantage in the open court. Right, and then move the ball. We dribble way too much. Hey, take your time on the ball screen, using the screen. Again, they push you to your left hand. then flip the screen. But you have to prepare.
进来帮忙，进来帮忙。哦，这边的也一样，稍微进来悠悠一下。哦，Go。不要打 miss 啊，那个他腿一直起手。
The streamer needs to leave. You can cut through.
好了，来，这样，fit down，来，go。
Yankey. Stop over dribbling. Attack closeouts. All right, make sure we push that ball. We got the ball here. Okay, now listen. We're gonna go press offense. Right, bomb, 2 get the ball. Back to Mao. Sprint. Hey, 4 men, first screen, 5 men, second screen. Attack. Full speed. Okay, let's go. Team, 1, 2, 3, team.
Two minutes.
Back from the timeout, Ghosthawks with a horns look. Baisa back in, trying to drop it off for Kupsas. He's doubled, trying to get it out as Kumov saves it. Brooks with a 3 opportunity and a rebound to White. Now it's Brooks' turn to guard Kupsas. Venas threatening to help. Over going to the baseline. He's fouled. No, he steps out of bounds. See the defense by Chen Fanboyan. Fouled. Making a move while Baisa was penetrating. Baisa averages 2 assists per game and going to get 2 assists if Grisionis can convert on these free throws as changes for the ARK. King is back in along with Marcus Quirk.
Number 4.
Grisionis attempting his first 3-pointer of this season. He has strength in other places. Not had a field goal yet, but he has been fouled a number of times. Beautiful move by Samir Ray to find a crease and get the lay-in. Start of this game and now has his first score. Jump pass, dangerous. Baisa to Grisionis. This time he gets the bucket. No need to go to the line. Just like that, Arker looking for the bench, making a change. Dangerous pass and Ghosthawks take it away. Gamble on the jump. Little inside out as calling for the screen, shifts to the left. Beautiful slip pass, and Grisionis off the window. A beautiful dime, very creative. And even in the face of the big center Kupsas, the Ghosthawks are starting to dice him up. Look at that, English with the strong right hand through the space. Because previously, he tried the jump skip pass, and that was getting the blender going. But how about right to the big man, and with momentum and the length, too much for Marcus Quirk to contest.
Defense, 1, 2, 3, defense, let's go. He has 3 fouls already. Go, just.
Bill behind him. A tough turnaround. Not much thinking going on behind that possession out of a timeout. Gumal shifts the pass. Visionis generous with it as Baisa better rebounder there. Ghosthawks playing with good pace. Another swift pass, and how did he get it to fall? Visionis with a floater, the floating hook. Such a nice touch. And a pass out of bounds. Not on the same page. Another look at the thread. Easy. Not this time. The shooter was doing way more work than the passer. Backdoor to Fen. Didn't get the handles, and he's blocked. Still in the painted air, and needs to retreat as, look out. Out of bounds, a break for the ARK. Quick break for Kovalov as looks like they're gonna take out George King. Way up high, waiting for the back screen. Nice screen for the ball. Terry Ray's hit. Oh, the Ghosthawks' second team foul. An interesting play set. Terry Ray to attack downhill. He'll go to the bench. Number 0, Weichie. Aforementioned Warren in the yellow sneakers. Not on the same page. Kupsas trying to brush it back to Ethan, but he did not establish inbounds. In the first quarter, the ARK took 6 free throw attempts. At least bolstered their scoring. So far 0 as Brooks got in deep position and was fouled. Look, did not go too far as Kovalov. Foul doesn't bother Brooks too much. It was on the face and head area, and Brooks unbothered. Brooks not only one of the best rebounders this season in the Plus League. Also topped the leaderboard in steals at 1.92 per game. He's improving that free throw mark, approaching 75% as Ghosthawks and Shizono will check in. Some gets across the timeline, couple off screens. Goes with a runner and a bucket. Haven't seen many of those in the second quarter for the ARK. Only their third field goal as Kumal's funny-footed runner. Again, that's the ARK's biggest problem. They are not able to contain their opponent's dribble penetration. Kind of the same play as, I don't know if that was a pass or a shot attempt. So dangerous. Not good fundamentals by Ghosthawks. Jimmy drawing two, going to the baseline as Prisiones picks up his teammate. Shizono from the corner drew the attention of two defenders. I don't know if he's that lethal of a shooter. Work the initial look. Now action on the right side. 6 seconds on the clock. And a off-ball foul first. Not a good foul with time expiring. Ball out. Harbury in. 2-3 way short and thrown back inbounds to White somehow. He sent from 18 feet. Down a jumper as the ARK somewhat in striking distance. Offensively, they're good for a 97 points per game. Prisiones runner, no, and fights for the rebound and forces it off of White. There's ball baseline out of bounds. Ghosthawks from 23 feet. And look out. Deflect the ball to Harbury. Got numbers on the right side. Trying with more ARK and bingo. Ghosthawks in the starting lineup for the first time since January 3rd. Been dealing with a number of hampering injuries. His most minutes played was the first game of the season. Ghosthawks trying to go baseline and draws a whistle. Prisiones. Perhaps the most dangerous play in basketball when the other team gets the offensive rebound, because opportunity for shooters comes up. As you see the replay, it looks like Shizono might have violated the cylinder more than Prisiones. Quincy Davis and Ghosthawks in the same lineup. Ghosthawks' significant other. So one of the most famous characters of the family is actually their son. Now a 15-point advantage for the Ghosthawks, trying to wrap up this homestand. From the wing, got it. shrinking and receding. Look at P.LEAGUE lose his mark. And he was the near side defender up top. It's kind of a hybrid 2-3-3-2 now. Eason gambles, leaving Baisa to attack. Almost stole it. Ghosthawks is tangled up. Unlucky if you're the ARK. Oh, then helps out his opponent. Fresh 14 on the clock. Jansen has gambled on many steals as nobody hurt. From the middle, not looking to shoot. Ghosthawks walks into a look and buries it. Moving the lead up to 21. Davis trying to find an outlet. Now Kupsas trying to go back door and into alley-oop play for Jansen. But the ARK are looking at their lowest scoring half of the season. Well, Kupsas from the free throw area? Not quite. Okay look, but overall, a very good second quarter for the TSG Ghosthawks. In fact, 29-9. That sounds pretty good for the home team as a overwhelming lead at half against the Yankee ARK.
Mr. Chen, it's a real truth.
热情的掌声给到 Jupiter Wingstars。
A 7 p.m. local time tip. Game 23 of the Plus League 48 game regular season schedule. And so much for 16 days of preparation. The TSG Ghosthawks on a short rest have jumped out to a big first half lead. That Taijinjing's even got to loosen up that tie. Things are getting so desperate over on the far side of the floor. The ARK, 29 points is the new low for first half scoring this Plus League season, only making the 1 3-pointer in the first quarter. And it was early by their starting point guard, Ghosthawks. The Ghosthawks lead in the rebounding department, and the ARK, tragically, 13 turnovers. I don't think any of those were all that forced. Meanwhile, they're not creating a lot of pressure. The Ghosthawks, 3 giveaways, maybe not as many assists as they can, but when they do throw the dimes, it was been the beauty. Short-lived experience for the Ghosthawks 2-3 zone with Kupsas in the middle, and there's the 1 3-pointer by John Tolson in his first career start, while he's also had to pay some tuition and dues as Guomao Weijia able to pick him having come off his Player of the Week nod. Guomao Weijia leads the Ghosthawks alongside Felixionis with 12 points. He also has 3 assists. Even the backup, Zhang getting involved, knock down a 3. And some early rotation minutes. You expect a lot of Ghosthawks to be out there to stay fresher and stay more engaged. And credit to them, they looked a little lethargical in the second quarter until Coach Corner called the timeout. They've had a good sense of tempo, good sense of urgency off the offensive end. Driving, passing, cutting, all the things you need to do to be a good offensive team. Meanwhile, on the ARK side, you look at the attention that their imports are drawing and the inability to get easy looks. King has not had easy looks. Kusas has to start out so high in the offense to help his blitz teammates. And their new import from Ukraine, Popzalov, still trying to get used to the physicality of the game here in the Plus League. Time for a break, and the second part of our analysis after this. We're here inside National Tsinghua University's gymnasium. The Yankey ARK facing off the TSG Ghosthawks for the fourth time this season. The Ghosthawks have taken every single game, as it's not only them, the ARK are seeking their first victory as a franchise. And one of the members of the TSG volleyball team having a conversation with Deputy Chairman Blackie Chen. The leading scorers for the ARK starts with Kupsas with 11 points. Our new friend Artem Kovalov with 7. He started the game. Lee Hassan came off the bench with 4. Well, for the ARK, they do have 13 assists, and a lot of that is because of the defensive pressure by the Ghosthawks. If you get a good pass, there'll be an open look. On the other side, a pair of double-digit scores for the Ghosthawks. Gumal Weijia with 12 points, also 3 assists, and Venas Visiones with 12 points. After an 0-for-3 start shooting-wise, he has then gone 4-for-6 in the second quarter. Things were ominous sign with Gumal Weijia hit that first and 1-3, and things snowballed from there. We're about 4 minutes from the start of the second half coming up. 3 East Asia Super League games coming up tomorrow night. It'll be Utsunomiya Brex on the road in Hong Kong. The Taoyuan Pilots in Okinawa. The Pilots with a win can advance directly to the semifinals. And finally, ARK Tokyo is in action as well. First play of the second half. Ghosthawks is blocked after getting the offensive rebound. ARK Tokyo, to finish that note off, is hosting the New Taipei Kings. No quite direct clinchers yet, as Brooks open in the right corner, overshoots it. You know, ironically, went through the stats so fast. The ARK are actually shooting a better percentage in the first half than the Ghosthawks, but the problem is they turned it over, almost there. They turned it over so many times as a stop and a jump ball. They turned it over 13 times to the Ghosthawks 4, and the Ghosthawks grabbed 18 rebounds on the offensive end, even more than their 12 defensive rebounds. In the first half, the ARK had 3 block shots to the Ghosthawks 1. Well, I think they quickly piled up 2 more. Kind of looked like a Frisbee stack. We are on a college campus after all. Brooks trying to power and turns it over. A loop pass up ahead. Look out. And we'll get to our floor attendant, and we'll be for white ball as the referees will have a conference. Corner mulling the possibility of a challenge. Corner will issue the video replay challenge. Kind of figured it wasn't a very good pass. Kind of left up, whereas the younger, fresher legs of Zhang Tao probably stood a better chance of running ahead with it. And it certainly looks like Chen puts more force on the basketball. If it doesn't touch his left hand, it looks like it's should be an easy call. And a successful challenge.
OK， 掌声鼓励，漂亮的防守。
So what will the Ghosthawks do with their successful possession? A little handoff motion as the big skip pass. Wang Yuxiang puts it up almost. The Ghosthawks did improve and knock down 4 threes in the second quarter as the ARK just make their second. It's Weber. Ghosthawks took a shot there. Weber getting the start in this game. Also announced at the same time as Eason, as Brooks. Driving kick. Kumawe just somehow scoops it up and in. High off the backboard. And maybe a foul just for us to savor the shot. From our baseline camera. Flung it up with so much force. In fact, kind of putting it up early before Kovlov's block shot, as now that's 2 in a row for the ARK. floppy action. Down low to Brooks. Going with the left hand and has the roll. A season 6 staple of the Ghosthawks. It's a different look. As Ghosthawks stays with the play and gets the stop. Different than how the Braves run their floppy action. Jamal and Visiones on the side, and an easy ball screen and dunk. It's like there's just cones out there. Not even chairs, cones. Are trying to counter with their own. Now Weber feeling the heat. Will put up a miss. Subs coming in for the Ghosthawks. Looped up, Visiones takes the contact and possible interference, but he lets the play continue. We'll see about it later. Over the top, quick fire. The ARK on their side grabbed 6 offensive rebounds, nowhere near the 18 mark in the Ghosthawks' first half. There goes the floppy, kind of slow developing. Slip pass, Visiones over the head to Brooks. And with a clutching put in with the bank shot. All the two-man games working out for the Ghosthawks, picking on Kupsas. Wrestling match won by the ARK. One of the few breaks they've got here in the second half. Get another look. Visiones trying to show off his playmaking. In the third quarter, Ghosthawks 4 of 7 from the field. Pretty good efficiency as Chen with some daylight. Pops it off. Easton in the right corner will join. Unlucky missed rebound by the Ghosthawks. I think the Ghosthawks will argue that the ARK got involved with the contact. We'll have our second challenge. Meanwhile, the ARK have Alasang ready to check in on their end. So while the referees take a look.
右脚。这个镜头再来一次就好。
Doesn't seem like Easton makes that good contact, though. He does go for the ball at the end, which creates an awkward situation because the referee already whistled.
然后没有，然后右脚，右脚。好了。
So it is an unsuccessful challenge. Kind of a wonky play for sure.
Alasang in.
Chen is bumped. It's one of those Chen could talk about weight rooms. Yep, need to try those hands. makes the adjustment with a clean swish on the second. A 20-point deficit for the ARK. The Ghosthawks looking like a sweep of this homestand is imminent. Phil, deep 2 range, his first bucket of the game. Just a little misdirection. Counter. The ball on the deck, and a jump ball will be called. Will stay with White. You know, as prolific as the Ghosthawks been rebounding, they only have 9 second chance points, so could be an even bigger margin. We'll mull over everything in this break before the action resumes here in the third quarter.
Hello， 我们野生的米妮也来到现场了，跟着一起跳起来，一起喊出抬杠猎鹰，我们是4个字，对啦。球迷，谢谢你支持猎鹰哦！大声喊出！不放弃！一起来抬杠猎鹰！我们是大声喊！永不放弃，这是我们的呐喊。
King checking in for the ARK. Eason flips up to Ghosthawks, looking at the help. A tough shot and getting it to fall. Carberry getting around. They're wide open, and Jimmy from the left corner, almost. Picked up the dribble. Ghosthawks not going to hit Alasam. And now Warren flipped up, dangerous territory. And it's on Baisa, involved in the triple team. That is the unluckiest of cylinder fouls. Ghosthawks' season high 23 points. They need something bad and better, as it looks like Alasang had a hand in putting that one in. Warren screened off from Carberry. Jump pass to wide open. Baisa overdoes the shot as Grisionis ends up on the floor. Numbers for White if they can get it down. Ghosthawks avoids and gets the lay-in. Now the Ghosthawks want to talk it over. Say there was just one bad read on the left side when they had a basically a 3-on-1 numbers advantage. Didn't get off a clean look, and now corner wants to talk it over. Maybe with some personnel choices in mind.
Okay, Artemon, you got penalty here. Give him a break. All right. Okay, obviously you gotta make the layups, but at least we gotta take up so they cannot run out. Right, if we miss a layup, it could result in a layup the other end. Especially if we don't have team fouls yet. I don't know how we look.
Some of the heroes from the weekend. Ethan with 14 points, 4 made threes in the game against the Pilots. And against the Braves, Wang Yuxiang with 9 points, 2 made threes. And Jimmy Shizong even getting involved, though. His most crucial scores were in the fourth quarter, driving layup and a putback to seal the game. So the ARK closed the gap to 15 points with 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Ever since Warren's been subbed in the second half, he's been shadowing Carberry. Ghosthawks offense hasn't been able to open up. There's the floppy look as Baisa attacks. Dangerous dribble. Man open in the corner, yet they go the other way. Senfan pull up 2, a tough one. Meeting some resistance. That's a good defense by Baisa, and then Kupsas following it up. He's picked up the scoring here in the third quarter, now up to 18 points. Changes incoming for the Ghosthawks. Bill fires away. So far in the third quarter, it's as King, a whistle. I don't want to take another look at that one. It's been a 16-10 quarter for the ARK. As the most slightest of body bumps that must have drew that whistle. Daniel, Ethan, and Kumal coming in the line change. King on the season in 22 free throw attempts coming into tonight. Very good, 86%. The lead for the Ghosthawks shrunk it down to 11. Kumal, an easy runway to the basket. Probing going baseline, finds a little bit of daylight, and stuffed. And the pass intercepted. Good team defense by the Ghosthawks, sticking with the play, helping out their teammate getting driven on. Kumal going to Daniel, and did not come under control. Warren with a good help defense. Good 3 minutes here in the third. Kutas will attempt a deep one. There's a run-out opportunity for the Ghosthawks. Stagger double screen. Now they want to go Brooks's way. There is Daniel. Almost a flip pass as awkwardly they reset the shot clock properly. I don't know if I've ever seen that. Smacking the basketball against the rim, resetting the shot clock. Something new every day. So pretty wise by Daniel to offer up a good pass to a teammate. Change at point guard. I'll toss him back in. They've not played Galwaylu in that point hardly at all in this game. He's done that on the rare occasions. Kovalov hands off the King. Let's see who the foul is on. Ethan called for the foul, just a beat late. George King remains perfect at the line. 5 points, 5 rebounds, and there's what you call broadcaster's jinx. The ARK's first team foul. See on the Plus League scorebook featuring the Year of the Horse, Lunar New Year decor. Not a good reach there. Ethan to Daniel. To Brooks. How about from 10 feet? No. And Ollie Daniel brushes it off the ARK. Looks like Bongo will challenge. Take very long. There are not that many bodies in that area. The question for the ARK is how to it's very close. Maybe it's off of Daniel. Warren Jackson, before he left the ARK, led the team in minutes played, 269. Had the most points, 152. Had the most assists, 135. 7 games, that is 5 per game. Made and attempted the most threes, 23 for 67. Even turning around a very cold shooting start. So that was the big question. And that point guard position. That means a lot more limitations in terms of their big rotation. And it will be ARK basketball. With Kovalov kind of playing some center, playing some power forward. But both coaches successful in their first challenge. With Ghosthawks on him, driving baseline, trying to hang in the air, and Brooks giving the board. Come on, getting by his man and putting it up and through. Not a turning, twisting, and misdirection. King now with Ethan on him. Ethan again. Yeah, look, Brooks getting around Alasong and Pavlov, not a good enough a contest. Get another look. Came from the baseline, the lead official. King's slashes, 43% from 2, 46% from 3, and coming into tonight, 86% from the free throw line. Very good numbers. Down low to Brooks, over 2 defenders. One with the rebound. Only a 12-point game with just a couple possessions to go here in the third. Deflected, and Brooks to Bumal, to Ethan. And he's fouled. Warren did mostly a good job. He averages 29 minutes per game. A lot for a rookie, but that's the kind of squad the ARKs had. And they wanted to make him the face of the team. Supposed to be a dead-eye shooter, but that opening game in Hoping Gymnasium says otherwise. Still need to get used to the pro ranks. As time runs out, ARK don't even get off a shot. So 64-50 is the score heading into the fourth and final frame of this one. The ARK do close the gap here in the third.
出现，想询问一下，今天要来对谁告白呢？
我想要跟妮娜告白。
哦，妮娜是不是？哦，妮娜在这边啊，来，有什么话要对她说的？
那个跟着你应援的这一年很幸福，然后以后也要继续幸福下去。
哦，代表会继续进场为我们加油就对了。感谢这位球迷朋友，非常好，做了一个非常好的示范。来，我们这里的球迷有没有要来告白的？哦，来，这位，我们拿着 ET 的毛巾，那想必就是要来对我们田鱼告白，对吧？哦，不是，哦，要对谁告白？
当然是 ET 啦，
请说。
ET 你是最棒的，我们一直都会支持你，加油
！OK， ET 加油 ！ET 收到你的祝福了，给你一个爱心。OK， 谢谢这位球迷朋友。好，来，我们这边上面的朋友有没有来对球员告白的？来，球员告白，好，这边，好。好，来，我们这位朋友，刚刚从头到尾手拿我们的拍扇，很震惊的感觉。你们这边喊得非常卖力，我都有看到。来，请问一下，怎么称呼？
小熊。
小熊是不是？小熊今天来帮哪一位球员加油？
都加油。
都加油是不是？好，那我们对台钢猎鹰一起说台钢猎鹰加油，好吗？
台钢猎鹰加油！
加油！掌声给到我们小熊，谢谢你。
We're about to begin the fourth quarter here. The home Ghosthawks with a home winning streak going on, looking to improve to 6-2 here at their own place. PLG, no look pass. Alasan hanging tough, but did not get the touch, and now knocked off the rebound. Ghosthawks reserves. Hold on a minute. A very belated, unsportsmanlike. And that's not going to help things. Kumal. Probably the dumbest unsportsmanlike I've seen this year. If you wanted to hurt somebody, take a real shot. Obviously not encouraged to hurt somebody, but kind of touching up his head is a way to try his hair gel. So 2 free throws and the basketball. ARK commit 2 fouls on basically the same play. One thing that all players in the Plus League need to know is Kumal Weijia will hold and tug a lot on the defensive end. Just a warning for Kumal Weijia. Puts it on target as Alasan comes away with the rebound. Lawrence dribble pull up deep 2 is Brooks with a good rebound. Brooks previously played for the Ryukyu Golden Kings. As Ghosthawks able to connect on that 3. There's an arm hooking foul the other way. And the reason why I bring that up, not only because the Pilots are in Okinawa tonight and will play tomorrow, their head coach Dai Okentani was just named the Japan national team coach. Kovalov with the running layup. Beating Chinese Taipei in 2 straight games in the last window. Will give and go to Damon Brooks halfway down and out. Paisa checked into the game for Ethan. And Lee Hansen ends up forced out of bounds. Going on for Warren, and he's out, substituted by Tayu Ray. Jamal lines up a deep 3, and it's pure. Just like that, a 20-point score. This season high was 18, as Kovalov, no luck. Ghosthawks trying to get on the same page, basically in a horn set. Now flipping it. Jamal hooks it to Ghosthawks, beating his man, but taking a tough runner, and it falls. Hey, Ghosthawks finding some legs, getting the start tonight. And now he's a double-digit scorer as the ARK call timeout.
想要小卡的朋友，毛巾一起甩起来！嘿，没错，拍拍手也可以哦。好来，各位，借用大家的声音，好球好球，猎鹰加油，全场一起来，好球好球！
So a couple of local scores, causing the ARK to call timeout. Wang Weijia voted Player of Week 15 in the Plus League. The squad looking pretty good at getting 5 straight. Ghosthawks knocked off the ball as Baisa saved it inbound and it didn't touch the line. Brooks is fouled as, whoa. He was putting down a nasty one-handed dunk, but sideline out of bounds. Look at that. It's inbounds? Yeah, it's inbounds. Great hustle by Baisa. Good on the referees for not blowing that play dead. 9 minutes left in the ball game. A little ping pong action. There's still plenty of time left on the clock. Baisa with a look, and Grisionis in better position. Now, Ghosthawks are giving it a try. No luck, but there's Brooks. He's fouled. The offensive rebounding of the Ghosthawks is a real weapon in this game. That is now 20 for them. Not too shabby. They've kind of caught up. They are right now, according to the Plus League website, PLeagueofficial.com, by the way. The ARK have 14 offensive rebounds. I think we have a maybe a delay of game warning.
But it was not wet.
Okay.
We only checked the ball, so we released the ball. So that's the okay. All right.
Well, if you already got the warning, might as well get everything all cleaned up. Didn't even clear the rim. A perfect free throw by Brooks. He's got the game's only double-double with points and rebounds. Maybe he'll be joined by others. We'll retreat to the bench with Ghosthawks, Carberry, and Jimmy in. Ghosthawks switch. And Ghosthawks is fouled by Grisionis, trying to recover and help. Ghosthawks and Kupsas, fellow Lithuanian bigs. Very light dap and acknowledgement after the fact. Well, if things are not going well for the ARK, they're sitting at just about 60% from the line as Kupsas joins the second one. Kopolov knocked off the ball, I think legally, as Ghosthawks quickly transition. That's one of those defender cylinder acting as a steal possibility. Is that a nice runner? Sounds like he does that every day in practice, which I bet he should. I bet he does. Back to a 25-point lead for the Ghosthawks. Henry Ray up close and shanked it. Pass wasn't there, but Carberry wide open. And Jimmy fighting for it. It will be off a red. A good fight. She's almost not had the easiest game, but kind of tell from that victory over the Braves. He's sticking with every play, hanging in there. Not so lucky with 4 fouls. He's guarding Kopolov. Weber on the curl. Good look. Able to down it. Dumboy is one of those microwave kind of scorers. Only 2 for 7 tonight. Carberry going around the curl as Tony Ray reads it nicely. Weber not waiting for any help. Throws it up and Kopolov gets the putback. Delivers down to Ghosthawks, trying his off right hand. Weber, how to switch. I don't know if that was a pass. Or the other way, Carberry back to Ghosthawks, and ow, look out. The ARK with a big reaction, they're going to get a whistle warning. Let's get another look. Does Dobie get it clean? No. It's definitely on the forearm. Now, he's the one that ended up on the floor dangerously. Hopefully he's good. We'll stay in. To the ARK's credit, the Ghosthawks are looking at perhaps their lowest point total in a victory, which was 90 points against the Braves on January 20th. If you take any solace in that. Kopolov is fouled. The Ghosthawks only second team fouls. You see Shia's own left arm was down, and if we see it clean from this side, the referee could have saw something on the other side. More of the bench getting some run. It is number 8, Jerry Liujie. Newest import of the Plus League. And Kopolov with 17 points to his name tonight. left side. Zhang Zihao with a deep fadeaway. Gary poked it, but it's out of bounds, letting the Ghosthawks a chance to recover. ARK will size up with Warren coming in for Adobe. Doubled, takes the dribble out. Dangerous pass though. Terry Ray not cuffed the ball and then crashes into the Ghosthawks. That'll be free throws for the Ghosthawks. Maybe there's contact there, then running into Shizonong. Anticipation of Shizonong's first score of the night. Otherwise has 1 rebound and 1 steal. Not early yet. 5 fouls to his name. We're approaching 5 minutes left in the ball game. Down will be the 4th team foul for the Ghosthawks. Trying to go underneath and off of White. Ricciones end up switched on to Warren. Get his hand poked in there. Get a little help from the big on the pass. Dangerous handoff. He's already jumped the pass in this quarter. I think the Ghosthawks need to be careful when they go to his side. Playing with good anticipation. 12 seconds on the clock. Classic Ghosthawks wedge, sideline out of bounds. Jimmy left wide open. Is he a shooter? Yes, he is. Well, maybe Shizonong taking a page out of Tobin Carberry, who halfway through the season we were thinking he had a reputation for being a 4th quarter kind of player. Trying to go back doors. Henry Ray receives, sticking in there. Over to Weber. 2 dribbles and swallowed up. Five on 4 the other way. Zhang Zihao will let it fly. And a man ahead. Ghosthawks do get back as Weber blocked. Now it's Warren's turn. He got to the steps and throws it in. It took some extra work, but 2 points just the same. Damon Brooks and Ollie Daniel set to check into the game. The only one on the Ghosthawks bench that's not even been on the floor is Gabby, but he's not even active. Dealing with injury that the Ghosthawks say giving him the chance to recover. Warren too handsy before the inbound. And ARK will give Ghosthawks a break. He's shown better form than before. Sometimes he can get a little bit butterfingers. 18.7 rebounds. Carberry, though, with another miss on the game from the charity stripe. You can believe it, and 0 for 3 night so far. Let's turn it around here. Got his legs under it, able to convert. Song now playing center as Warren twists around. Weber opens 3 and able to down it. First running to Alasong, now backing up with the footwork. Rifles the pass to Daniel and swallowed a bomb. Kovalov on his side. Deflected ball. Now Daniel hits him to the other side and passed it to an opponent while Dobie took a hit. Now Weber wide open and tries to engage in a foul. To the other way. Carberry with an easy finger roll. So an eventual score after parts of a steal and a long rebound. Game just cruising along. We have about 2 minutes left. Easy move underneath. And Weber brings himself to a double-digit score tonight. Oh, there's the last guy we neglected. Chen.
I want to wish the Pilots all the best for the Wednesday game. I think they're doing a very good job to represent Taiwanese basketball in the ESL, and I really hope that they can win this game and secure first place. They need to make some noise as Taiwanese teams, and so we're rooting for them this one time. We're rooting for them. Thank you.
That was Coach Corner after the Saturday defeat of the Italian Korean Pilots. Too aggressive there, having already gotten a steal. Trying to use his body more than actual body contact rather than actually get a poke of the ball. So he was successful there, but then kind of crashed through him. No worries, learning experience. Coach Corner wishing the Pilots luck in their quest to be a #1 or #2 seed, which would guarantee a first round bye, as we say in North American sports. The first place team of every group and the second place team of every group, A, B, and C, will advance. But the worst record or lowest point differential, whatever tiebreaker of the group winners will have to play in that first round. That is not where the Pilots want to be. Go up against Ryukyu Golden Kings, who they defeated in the semifinals last East Asia Super League Final Four. Alcohol directing traffic as Leo fires a pass back at him. Needs some help. Ollie Daniel trying to thread it, and it's a giveaway. Coming into the game is Caleb Chen. As just like that, able to get one to go. Put the finishing touches on this one. Well, we appreciate you for tuning into this game. This broadcast of +League Basketball. Stick around in the post game where Tai Jingjing and Aaron will interview a coach or player, presumably from the winning side. As George King grabs another rebound. Caleb will dribble it out as the coaching staff's already engaged in their handshake line. 86-67 is your final score. The defeat of the Yankey ARK makes it 8 straight, which I believe is a new Plus League record, but not for overall losing streak. Meanwhile, the Ghosthawks continuing their win streak at home. That makes it 5 in a row as they improve to 8-6. Besides getting off to a decent start, it was really Ghosthawks all the way.
A little bit what we expected, right? Hey, but guess what? We went 3-0 this weekend. Great job. Here we go. Team on 3. 1, 2, 3, team.
The Ghosthawks will next be in action in Hsinchu to play the Yankey ARK, who actually will engage in a 3 games and 4 night stretch starting on Saturday. So that's 4 games in, by my count, 8 days, as they figure out the post-game interview. The players get ready for their ritual of, well, first the basketball giveaways, then the towels. As we say goodbye and goodnight to the ARK for the game. Ghosthawks led them with 18 points and 8 rebounds. The biggest thing is the ARK had 22 turnovers and allowed the Ghosthawks to 20 offensive rebounds. So that's a big difference in just field goal attempts. On the Ghosthawks side, 4 players score in double digits. 10 overall get on the scoreboard as you see the souvenir signed basketballs getting thrown around. Gumal Wage out with a game-high 20 points. Damon Brooks, 16 points, 13 rebounds, joined by Benes Grisiones with 15 and 10. The last one to score in double digits is number 24, Guo Shaojie, who's donning the headset.
台南台钢猎鹰在主场拿下了3连胜。 再给所有猎鹰的球员一个最热烈的掌声，好不好？今天赛后要访问到的是投进3颗3分球的台钢队长郭少杰。少杰，这3连胜对于你们整个团队来说有多重要？
我觉得很重要，因为不管是对团队，或者是球员们，或者是我自己，就是提升很多士气这样子，对。
说到你自己的状况，因为我每场比赛，包含了前面2场比赛，都看到你自己留下来额外加练啊。其实你的场上的身影，我觉得看得蛮感动的。那对于你个人来说，这场比赛重新反弹，找回自己的手感，你怎么看？
就是每一场就是做对的事情。那不管是状况好或不好，就是去练去投，就会有好的结果这样子。
你有没有觉得队友蛮烦的？
我现在肩膀很重。
不过你肩膀上的担子可能更重，因为这一支球队目前在这一周是完成了横扫，包含击败领航员。对于队长这个身份，我相信今年赛季你也承担了更多。要不要透过这个机会跟你的队友说一些什么？
就是相信彼此，那我们会越来越好。那就是。 不管是遇到什么困难，困难不是困难，就是困难，就是可以透过沟通去解决这样子。因为我觉得透过沟通讲话，可以解决很多场上场下的问题这样子。对。
现在镜头拍到你的太太，我相信这一路上她也是一个给你非常重要的支持的力量。那对于家人有没有什么话要说？
我爱你们，谢谢你们一直以来的支持跟陪伴。 不管是我在低潮的时候，或者是状况好的时候，就是一直陪着我。我爱你们。
再给郭少杰还有台钢猎鹰最大的掌声！要签名。
Well, thanks to Tai Jingjing and Guo Shaojie for participating in our post-game interview, and also thanks to the Ghosthawks players for holding off the water fight until after the headset was removed. We'll go to break, and we're wrapping things up.
好，来，我们欢迎我们的球迷朋友一起站起身来到我们的球场边，跟我们的球员来击掌。那也提醒大家，待会我们有我们的巡艺大使要来到现场，包含了绿翔、白萨以及刚刚接受访问、今天表现非常杰出的少杰也要再来到现场。主场的5连胜，感谢各位球迷朋友们进场支持，一起捍卫我们的领空，守护我们的主场，拿下好成绩。接下来的比赛还需要大家继续进场，一起来帮我们台钢猎鹰加油！好，同时我们也可以看到我们天鹰的球员就站在场边。哇，我们可以看到篮球员跟排球员的身高真的是非常非常吓人，令人羡慕啊！第一次看到有比斯丹还要高的。 也感谢我们台钢天鹰的伙伴、家人一起来到现场，为我们的台钢猎鹰加油！有你们的支援，我们成功收下主场的胜利，感谢你们！
我们要吃牛肉锅，可是呢，在等位置的时候呢，带大家去看一下。全美男士电棒塔3本平头。好，修法先。不要紧，没事哦，来不要紧。哇，这 old school。 那你在没？不要紧，舒服啊，舒服吗？舒服啊。猜猜谁在洗？趁等位置的时候，毫不浪费时间。效率，效率，效率。看一下啊。哇，这个素席哦，双。亲亲。 吃饱了，好爽。对，那你现在要直接骑车？对啊，骑车回饭店啊，耶，超方便的。所以台南是个好地方。好啊，方便，方便，然后东西又好吃。对啊。剪头发这样多少钱？400块。哦 ，OK 哦。怎么没有3本头？不好吧？走喽，走喽。好。
Tai Xinjing, our very own from Formosa Television, having an extended stay, getting a haircut before his beef noodles. Does look like he needs to pay more attention to setting his headphones on his head. Joined by Aaron for this coverage of Plus League basketball. I'm Ryan Chen. Thank you for tuning in. It was a pretty one-sided affair where the Ghosthawks emerged victorious with 5 straight wins here at home with just 1 hiccup at Taipei Hoping Gymnasium. We don't need to go into details on that, whereas the ARK will try to seek their first victory with 3 games in 4 nights coming up, Saturday, Sunday, and Tuesday from Hsinchu Municipal Gymnasium. Sure, after such a long stretch, an arduous stretch to play so many games in such a intense way. Corner wants the guys to go home and start to recover and rest up as they play on Sunday. On the ticket for the next game is the Taipei Fubon Braves. Will be the first team that the ARKs face on Saturday afternoon at 5 p.m. The only team not mentioned, the Italian Puyan Pilots, who will play tomorrow night in Ryukyu, and they will return to Plus League action on Tuesday, February 10th. So it was a good times, and our next Tainan homestand will be March 7th and 8th, if fans are interested. We thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one.